Alrighty, how is everyone doing? Thanks so much for clicking on the video. So I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now, but never quite got around to it. Wanted to show you guys a quick little tour of my new rig that I've had for a few months now. It's been my streaming setup, my recording setup for probably 3-4 months now at least. So we're gonna give you a quick rundown of what this thing all consists of. So the seat itself is by GTR Simulators. I believe it is the GTA model. It is the seat that just comes with the wheel and pedal mount. For the wheel here, we've got our trusty Logitech G920 we've been using for years now. It's been holding up strong. The pedals underneath here, on the other hand, we've had to replace a few times, but I believe these are from a G25 wheel set, but they work just fine with our G920. Back to a wider shot, we'll give you a look at some of the actual stream stuff itself. So here's obviously the microphone with the mic arm that we use for all the voiceover and commentary stuff. Up here we got the webcam. That's the actual face cam that you guys see down on the bottom left of all my videos, or at least my recent ones. And above the webcam, we got our laptop up here, and the purpose of that is from where I'm sitting, right above where all the action is going on, that's where I got the live chat, so I can look at your guys' messages and read the chat and interact with you guys while I'm streaming. Alright, then we come over here is where I got my second monitor. This is where I usually got my live studio at, my creator studio for where I'm streaming. Underneath I got a wireless keyboard for typing and chatting with you guys, and it's being held up by this little clip here underneath. Everything's being held up by this fancy little glass table. Then up here we also got a fourth monitor of sorts, and what I use this for mainly is just if there's a race or a game going on while I'm streaming, I can just have that up there so I can watch. As far as LEDs, I actually got 3 separate sets. I got these red ones right underneath the monitor there. Got these blue ones that wrap around the base of the sim rig itself. And I've got this changing color set that I got right up on the soundbar here. Some of my longtime viewers might recognize this is the infamous wall of die casts. This one goes floor to ceiling. We've got more sitting behind where I sit. Some of you may not know, but they actually come over and spill over around this corner over here as well. This is basically the point of view you guys see on my face cam while I'm streaming and recording. This is right above my main monitor. Got some more NASCAR decorations, some haulers up there, a few more die casts, some of the games in the original boxes. Over here we've got this Bush hood I've had for a while, one of my merch shirts and hats, which are very dusty at the moment. Got a bulletin board with a lot of my business stuff. And we'll actually come over here, and this is kind of the editing portion of the setup I got. This is where I do most of my editing, a lot of my web browsing, just business stuff, etc. Got my wireless headphones up there I do most of my listening from. It's kind of interesting how this is all set up. This biggest monitor I got over on this side that I do for all my editing is resting perfectly on part of this old desk I had before I got my sim rig. Then we come back here to the streaming part, and that monitor is being held up on the desk by one of those monitor mounts. And then if you look closely, the chat laptop is sitting here resting perfectly on top of that bar for this monitor mount right here. And then the way it's staying in there is you can see there's a little groove right here that the lip of the laptop, the front of it, is perfectly resting in there and then on top of there, and it kind of just sits up here perfectly. I haven't had any issues. It's been like that for months. And lastly, down there we got some external hard drives, and we got a couple more down there as well. Yes, I know it's disorganized. Come down here, we just got some drawers with miscellaneous video stuff, controllers, cords, other electronic knickknacks. I haven't gotten to this. We actually got the PC itself. I've listed my specs in previous videos. I'm not going to go through it now. It's just a basic pre-built I got like 6 years ago. It's a Dell, and I upgraded to a 1070 at one point, but other than that, it's completely stock. I got my fire hazard of a cable setup down here. Got a little charging cable up there. That's nice. I like those USB ports. Another wireless mouse. This keyboard's actually wired, so not too fancy here at Cody H Gaming headquarters. And we'll pan over here. This is where I actually nap and sleep. This is where Cody H Gaming gets his rest, along with the 2 kitties you can see. Got a couple more roaming around. I don't know where they are. Pan over here. I got an old stereo I never use anymore. Some of my gaming systems, most of my physical games, a couple old DVDs down at the bottom. Kids remember DVDs? Remember when those were a thing? And we pan down here. All 3 of these cases are basically all my video gear for weddings and races and broadcasts. This top one's basically all my DSLR SLRs, some random audio stuff, etc. This middle case is a UTV mobile broadcast system where we do all our mobile live broadcasts. And this bottom one is the majority of the rest of my racing equipment, the camera, audio stuff, miscellaneous cords, tripods, etc. Trusty drone over here, some more drawers with miscellaneous electronic stuff. This bag right here is basically all my cords and cables. Pan over here, got some miscellaneous die casts, just some miscellaneous ones I found at rummage sales over the years. My dad gave me that Jimmy Johnson one. There's a couple Dale Jr. ones I got down here at Homestead, I believe. Dale Senior 118, I believe. That's actually in really good condition, but the case is a little dirty. And one last section for all my racing knickknacks. A lot of this is actually stuff I've gotten from races over the years. Here's all my pit passes from this year and last year from most of the dirt races I've been to. Bottom set of lug nuts down there that aren't in the bag were from Bristol Night Race last year. The ones that are in the bag up here were from Homestead Championship Race last year. Right here I got a lug nut I found in the Daytona infield after one of the big rains. Got my Packers ticket from my one and only Packers game I went to last year. Indy 500 ticket from last year. Busch Clash can that I got from Daytona this past year. Miscellaneous die casts. My dad gave me most of this Jeff Gordon stuff that he just didn't want anymore. And right here some of my most prized possessions. All my hot passes and tickets from these 3 NASCAR races I went to over the last calendar year. First one's from Daytona this year. First one's the ARCA ticket parking pass. Got the Hot Pass. We got the 2019 Ford EcoBoost 400 along with the Hot Pass. And the Bristol Night Race ticket along with the Hot Pass. Alright, so besides my procrastination, why now am I showing you guys this? Well, don't get used to the setup for too long, because in about 2 weeks or so here, I am moving out, got my own place. I'll be starting a new chapter in the life of Cody H Gaming. I've never gotten too personal about it, but yes, I have been living at home these last few years. I was in Milwaukee for about 4 years way back when, but I had a bunch of bad luck happen all at once, forced me to come back home, but gotten back on my feet, got a few great jobs. Now I'm ready to move on. I'm renting a single bedroom home out in Milwaukee. It'll be my new streaming and editing office studio. So not only does that mean I'll finally feel like a true damn adult again, since I've got all the privacy I want, my own place, I will be able to stream, record, do anything whenever I want. And that means the content is going to go up tenfold, especially this upcoming winter. All my wedding and race gigs are on hold because they're seasonal. Can't do those in winter for the most part. And that means content is going to be getting pumped out like crazy in these winter months. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I'm super excited to get this fresh start. I wanted to make this video so I can kind of document this little chapter in the Cody H Gaming history of what this studio looked like for the last 4 months or so before I start packing up. You guys can get one last look at it. Hopefully in no more than a couple weeks here, you guys will get a good look at the new place and the beginning of a new chapter in Cody H Gaming. I just want to end this by saying thank you guys for all the support over the years. We're nearing 50,000 subs at the time of recording this. The reason for the lack of content the last few weeks, obviously I've been apartment searching, I've been cleaning, I've been packing. I signed a lease a couple days ago, so I appreciate your patience. Hopefully you guys now understand why content has been a little slower recently. This is why. Thanks so much for hanging in there. Good things are about to come in the near future, so get ready for a lot more content to be coming out a lot more frequently. Thanks so much for the support, guys. I'll see you all later. Peace.